Good morning, thriving warriors and those who wish they were. Yes, Alexa, what is the date?
It's Saturday, November 12th.
Good. And Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:27 a.m. Have a good weekend, Edward.
Alexa, what is the weather?
In Amargosa Valley, it's 29 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. Today, you can look for partly sunny weather with a high of 57 degrees and a low of 29 degrees.
Okay, yesterday it was 29 to 54. So once again, a little bit warmer, though it feels the same. Okay, so here we are at Career Services, Department of Career Services, Thriving Warrior Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help you get from point A to point B, where B is better. How do we do that? Well, several ways, but it's all based upon helping you get there, not forcing you to get there, doing the work for you. All we can do is leave little breadcrumbs, bleep, 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 along the way for you to follow. Good morning, Diana. Little breadcrumbs for you to follow. Also, the first breadcrumb, good morning, Charlene and Todd, both in the kitchen, Rain Man, making breakfast. Good, getting breakfast ready for the people at Rain Man. Excellent, great. I know that you feel better when it's done and people are happy and they come in and there's actually food there. Cool. Okay, we really appreciate you and want to acknowledge from now until the ending of time, since this is on the internet, that you're sacrificing your time to help others. Good job. Good system. So this video, this little daily podcast, is the point of the spear to help you create good routines, to go from conscious behavior to unconscious behavior. Take your conscious actions and turn them into unconscious routines and habits, positive, good habits and routines. Down below in the description, please make sure to share this with other people. The people currently watching this already know that in the description below there are several links. One link is to our online basic training course, our 4-week basic training course. Another link is to the motivational video that I use to create this, which I watch maybe 4 or 5 times every morning. I have my pen, paper, I take notes on the important things to say, solely for the purpose of getting you to click on the link in the description below, so you too listen to the video, because that's where the information is. But it's important to have pen and paper to write it down, because you will not remember it. You'll feel good, hopefully, about what you heard. You'll be inspired, hopefully, about what you learned. But unless you write it down, it doesn't really become important and you won't remember it. And when we talk about writing things down, it's very important to write down your goals. And in today's video, it talks about writing down 100 things that you want to accomplish. Here's one I'm going to do today. Approach. Okay, so also down below is a description of a lot of services we provide to our members: housing, clothing, food, hygiene, transportation, skills training, and foundational employment, and a career planning. So those are links below. Also down below is the Seth Godin TED Talk, the blog post, the transcript of Seth's blog, or a copy of Seth's daily blog. So that's all down below. That's all packed into this little, we're going to try to keep it to less than 15 minute daily podcast to help you get from point A to point B, where point B is better. I'm going to take a moment, have a sip of my coffee with my MCT oil. I was hoping to have a fire burning in the fireplace right there. But unfortunately, I don't know where I put the lighter. Not good. Okay, but we shall overcome that too. Catman Joe. I feel great about it. What do you think about Lombardo winning governor? Great. Hoping for black salt. Black salt too. Oops. Interesting noise outside. Okay, anyway, now we're at 6 minutes in. So let's see, and we have the TED Talk, the transcript of today's TED Talk, not the transcript, the link to today's TED Talk, which is Susanna Herculano. So let's get to our main point. How do we do this? Well, we have a theme. We have a simple way to follow it. And the theme is, if you want to get from point A to point B, it's simple. ... So today, it's simple, change your mental or emotional state. So in the video today, Tony Robbins talks about changing your emotional or mental state. And once you change that, other things can change too. But if your state is bad, your emotional state is bad, life's going to be pretty hard. So if you're mad, if you're angry, if you're fearful, if you're frustrated, life looks angry, fearful, frustrated. So you need to change that state to move forward. Cool. TED Talk, Susanna Herculano. So this is week 1, orientation and overview. So we learn things. The brain can be damaged. The brain can be repaired through a Brain Smart program. This is a Brain Smart program. IQ, every job has an IQ range. Know what your IQ is. Make sure the job you have, you're in the top 25%. Everything we think we know about addiction is wrong. It's not about chemical hooks. It's about connections with other people, having good connections. Why do humans control the planet? Because we work flexibly in large numbers, because only humans can invent stories. And if we believe the stories, then we will cooperate flexibly in large numbers and accomplish incredible things. Why do we do that? Because we see the world in a dual reality world, where there's the objective reality that we share with all other organisms. A tree is a tree, a mountain is a mountain, a lion is a lion, and there's the subjective reality. It's a beautiful mountain. This green piece of paper is actually worth a banana, etc. There's an invisible man in the sky who will punish you if you don't behave. That type of thing. We invent stories. How are we able to invent stories? Why do we have an imagination unlike any other animal? Because we have more neurons. Why do we have more neurons? That is today's video with Susanna Herculano, really doing a good job of breaking down why humans have more neurons than other animals, and then we can kind of get that, more neurons must be the reason we do these different things, because why would we have more neurons? Why would we need a more richer, fuller mental state? Okay, that's Susanna Herculano. Moving on to today's memes from today's video. The world doesn't care. The world doesn't care about our problems. It doesn't care in a negative way, and it doesn't care in a positive way. So we have to care. We have to care about the problems that we face or the opportunities that we face, because the world isn't going to care. We have to do it. Another meme, breathing exercises. This was a very good one. I mean, today's video was really, really good. Breathing. Breathe in and say, I am breathing in calmness. I'm breathing, you say it to yourself. As you're breathing, I'm breathing in calmness. And I'm breathing out fear, or whatever it is. I'm breathing out anxiety. Calm anxiety out. Now, we also know from Simon Sinek, one way to get rid of cortisol is to take in oxygen, get rid of the cortisol. And you'll see athletes a lot, like baseball players, bad pitch, whatever, missed a free throw shot in basketball, head down, and then all of a sudden, head up, breathing in fresh air, getting the cortisol out. Feel better. Good system. Okay, breathing exercises. Do that. Let's see. That goes with a system called AIA, awareness. So when you're doing this, when you're doing your breathing exercise, then you can go into awareness. What are your thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations, and behavior right now? Just become aware of yourself, how you're feeling. Then think about, what are your intentions? What is my intention? Do I want to overcome fear, uncertainty, doubt? Do I want courage? What is my intention? What do I want? And then action, do something. Okay? Success is what you attract by the person you've become. Okay? Success is what you attract. You attract people by who you've become. Lastly, from Tony Robbins, change your physiology. One way to do that is, of course, the breathing thing we talked about. In calmness, out frustration. In calmness and out frustration. And as you're exhaling, you just don't say frustration. You think of the frustration you want to get rid of. Another thing Tony Robbins says is sing. Just get out there and sing. When you're in your car, sing. Sing. It's a good song. Life of Brian, the ending song. What is that? I just heard it the other day. Anyway, at 12:35, Navy SEAL Maxim. Okay, so our goal, how to get from point A to point B. One sure way to do it is to incorporate the Navy SEAL Maxim into your life. Oh, wait, Seth Godin. Sorry, Seth. Seth Godin. Okay, the leaf blower parable. This is a good one. Okay, here we go. It's autumn in North America, and that means that homeowners and contractors are busy removing suburban leaves. It's almost impossible to avoid the deafening roar of gas-powered leaf blowers. Here's what we know without a doubt. Using a leaf blower is bad for the hearing and respiration of the user, often a low-paid worker with no real options. They're annoyingly loud and can be heard from blocks away. There are much quieter, safer, and cleaner alternatives, easily available. In the long run, they're also cheaper. And there's a link to the alternatives, which is a Makita electric-powered one. Okay, cool. We also know that in 1 hour, a gas-powered leaf blower will emit as much carbon dioxide equivalent as driving a typical internal combustion engine car 3,000 miles. That's not a typo. The details are here. Link. Wow. Don't use gas-powered leaf blowers. The competitive nature of commodity garden care pushes gardeners to choose the fastest, cheapest option, regardless of the cost to the workers, the neighborhood, or the climate. The technology to replace gas leaf blowers is proven inexpensive and readily available, and yet they're still here. And the reason is that they're convenient, a sunk cost in a short-term profit hack. The solution, if we're serious, is to ban gas leaf blowers. The replacements will pay for themselves in a few weeks. Once the competitive Playing field is reset. Gardeners will come out ahead. Employee well-being will increase, and the leaves will still get blown. So what's the problem? We're not serious enough about making change happen. If we cared enough to get 24 friends and neighbors to show up at the village hall, the regulations could be changed in a few meetings. But sometimes it's easier to do nothing. Wow, great one. Thank you, Seth Godin, once again. Wow. Okay. Navy SEAL Maxim. Yesterday was the only easy day. Let's see, people out there. Diana, Charlene, you're probably busy. What are some of the ways that yesterday was the only easy day that we can do that? Embrace the suck. Choose the hard path. Don't compare yourself to other people. Thank you, Diana. Good. What else? What are some other ways to do it? Have a goal with the C5 characteristics. Your goal must be clear, concise, compelling, consistent, and you have to be committed to it. Write down your goals. Write these things down. Don't leave it to what? Don't leave it to just dreaming. How about that? Don't leave it to a dream. Write it down. When you write it down, you're more committed to doing it. Watch the videos down below. Watch today's thing. Watch Susanna Herculano. Understand this. It's important. It's like learning how a car works rather than just learning how to drive a car. And with that, can somebody, i.e., I guess that's Diana, since Charlene and Todd are in there making breakfast, as we say. Let's see if we can see them in the kitchen. What are they doing? Trying to connect. I'm trying to connect to them in the kitchen. It always seems to take time when you want to connect. Oh yeah, always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Okay, so there we go. Okay, Diana, thank you, and cut. And Charlene and Todd, I know we're saying verbally, and cut. There we go.